Hi, my name is Catherine Monroe, and we are here at Langtree Charter Academy, and I am the Science Fair Coordinator this year for 2015, and I am also the Science Lab kindergarten through 5th grade teacher. And we have Anna Dula, who placed second in our 3rd through 5th grade regional competition for our science fair, and she is here to submit her national video. So I'm going to hand it over to Anna.
Hello, my name is Anna Dula, and I am in 4th grade at Langtree Charter Academy. This is my science fair project, Coal Ash Kills. It all started when my family was crossing the Dan River, and my mom said there was an environmental disaster with coal ash here. I wondered, why keep coal ash so close to rivers if it's dangerous? I did a little more research and found out coal ash was dangerous. I decided I really wanted to do coal ash for my science fair project. My hypothesis is, if a Daphnia magna is placed in a water sample taken close to Allen Steam Station's coal ash pond, then the Daphnia is more likely to get sick and die than a Daphnia placed in a water sample taken far away from Allen Steam Station's coal ash pond. I did some background research and found out that coal ash is the waste generated by burning coal in power plants. Coal burns completely, but there are toxic materials that don't, such as arsenic, mercury, lead, and cobalt. These materials can cause diseases and cancer, leading to death. Here are some ways coal ash contaminates our world. It seeps into groundwater and contaminates our wells. It runs into lakes and contaminates our drinking water source. It kills fish and other animals. There are three power plants in the Charlotte region: Marshall Steam Station, Riverbend Steam Station, and Allen Steam Station. This is where I took my samples. This is where my school is. All sites have been reported for seepage. And here, these three sites cover 445 acres of land, and the coal ash contains 75 to 90 feet tall, and they contain 5 billion gallons of coal ash in them. Before I started my project, I had to get my materials. I got 60 Daphnia magna, which are underwater crustaceans, usually used to test water because they're very sensitive to water, and they will die if the water quality is bad. They're about the size of a small piece of rice. 20 specimen cups, a gallon plastic tank, 10 pipettes, water thermometer, 2-gallon spring water, magnifying glass, Daphnia food, display board, blue and green paper, and extreme glue. Before I started my project, I made a procedure. Step 1. Get needed materials, including Daphnia and specimen cups from Carolina Biological. Step 2. Put Daphnia in small fish tank full of spring water. Stabilize water temperature to about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, same as house temperature. Step 3. Take water samples from Lake Wiley and specimen cups, 2 close to the coal ash pond and 2 further away. This will be batch A. The distance from the coal ash pond is the only variable in this procedure. Step 4. Stabilize water temperature of samples at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 5. Check Daphnia at least once every 12 hours to see if any have died. Record data and logbook. Step 7. Take 2 additional water samples close to the coal ash pond and 2 farther away. This will be batch B. Step 8. Repeat steps 4, 5, and 6 for batch B. Step 9. Compare the survival rates for the 4 samples taken near the coal ash pond and 4 samples taken farther away. Step 10. Show comparative survival rates on bar chart and line graph. This will lead me to my experiment results. This is my data taken from my logbook. Batch A was taken on a windy day. The water was churned up and murky. Batch B was taken on a calm day. The water was clear. This is a batch B sample. This is a batch A sample. This how many Daphnia I put in each sample. This is how many Daphnia survived. When my batch B results came out, I wondered, why did all my Daphnia live? So I called up Sam Perkins, the Catawba River keeper, and he said, "What's your variable?" My only intended variable was the distance from the coal ash pond. He said, "Whoa, you've got a second variable, the condition of the water." He said I should eliminate batch B and sample 1. Sample 1, which was taken back in a cove where the water was calm and clear, same as batch B. So I was left with samples 2 and 3, which were taken close to the coal ash pond, and samples 4 and 5, which were taken away from the coal ash pond. Sample number 2, 2 out of 4, or 50% survived. Sample number 3, 3 out of 5, or 60% survived. Sample number 4, 3 out of 4, or 75% survived. Sample number 5, all of them survived. This is my Daphnia survival rate averages. The red line represents samples 4 and 5, taken farther away from the coal ash pond. 88% lived. The blue line represents samples 2 and 3, which were taken close to the coal ash pond. Only 55% survived. In conclusion, my experiment supports my hypothesis. When it is windy and the water is churned up, 55% survived. When the water is calm and the day is it's clear, I'd have to stir up the water to get the same results. Future direction. What should we do? We need to stop the production of coal ash soon. We need to line all the coal ash ponds with concrete so that the coal ash and other chemicals don't seep through into our groundwater. We need to repair broken pipes at the coal ash pond quickly. We need to recycle coal ash. It can be used in concrete. It actually makes concrete stronger. There's some other uses being tested. But most importantly, we need to increase our use of wind and solar energy. Thank you for your time today. I have really enjoyed doing this project.